Hi everybody, I'm Bree the Plant Lady, and today we are having beautiful weather and I'm taking advantage of it by getting a whole lot of different things done in my garden. First thing I want to do today is dig out some of this Justicia, which has proven to be hardy, though when I planted it, it was just in a 4-pack. I thought it was going to be annual. As you can see, it's kind of taken over this entire corner. And though I really like the plant because a lot of pollinators are attracted to it, I don't really need for it to take up this much square footage. So I'm gonna go ahead and dig all of it out, and then I'm gonna put one small clump in, and then I'll be able to overseed with some of my cottage garden plants, particularly poppies. So stay tuned to watch my progress. Well, you can see I've opened up a ton of square footage. I have just one little clump that you can barely even see of that Justicia there. And I just was thinking, this was originally a bed of strawberries, and that Justicia had kind of overrun the bed and, well, made it so it was too shady. I think I'm gonna go ahead and transplant some of the Chandler strawberries that I have in front of the Airbnb in the foundation landscape, and go ahead and get those reestablished in here, as well as seeding in some poppies. But before I do that, I have to decide what to do with all of the rest of the Justicia that I just transplanted. And I'm thinking I might put it out in some of the shrub borders where, you know, it could just run rampant. I don't care. I'm just looking for ground plane coverage. I'm really amazed at the capacity for growth that this plant has displayed. So I think instead of giving it this really prime square footage right here, which would be certainly better suited for, well, plants that I appreciate a bit more and look better all year long, and put these out in the far reaches and just see how they do. It's always a, game of survival of the fittest. All right, I've gotten all the Justicia transplanted, and now before I do the strawberries and then the poppies, I wanted to make sure that I added some quality compost. So of course I've got here a wheelbarrow full of soil. So I'm just gonna put this down, rake it out, and then I'll show you the process for transplanting strawberries. So here we have a big patch of Chandler strawberries, which I transplanted here in 2020 when we were doing neighborhood-wide foodscapes. And these are really dense. They've grown so well. You can see how they're an evergreen ground cover. Of course, the deer are munching on them, which is why there's a bunch of kind of empty stalks at the top, because they keep getting browsed. I need to bring back some of my cattle fence cages to protect these. But I'm gonna go ahead and just dig a bunch up because I've got phlox planted here and it's kind of moving this direction. So I'm gonna go ahead and give a little more room to the phlox, and I'm basically gonna take the strawberries from this line over. All right, start digging. All right, it's time to get this bed back into being a strawberry patch. And what I love about these is they're really easy to divide. And well, you can see they've got good root systems, and I'm just making sure that I've got all of the Bermuda grass removed from the roots, because that bed has definitely been invaded by the turf. Actually, that might not be Bermuda, that might be centipede. So I'm gonna make sure that I clean them up. They're kind of being bare rooted in that process, but that's okay, because then they're gonna go right into this gorgeous veggie mix, and I'll have a nice evergreen strawberry ground cover. Of course, this won't be the last step. I'm still gonna sow some poppy seeds. So stay tuned to watch my progress. All right, now that the strawberries are planted, before I water anything in, I'm gonna go ahead and sprinkle some seeds. I have been buying seeds. These poppies came in from High Mowing Organic Seeds. It is the Perio poppy. It's a Papaver Reese that is bright red flowers. So this will be exciting. I think red poppies and red strawberries should look really great together. I'm gonna go ahead and just sprinkle this pack all over the freshly laid soil. And though I have a pack of California poppies, I probably don't need them. I've just talked myself into using them. I'm not gonna use them all. I'm only gonna use a portion. Let me just put some in my hand like that. And I'm gonna concentrate these kind of right along the edge. It's because they're shorter than the Reese poppies. And well, I can now just get the hose and water this bed in. Well, I hope this simple transplanting video will serve as inspiration for all of you. Certainly for gardeners here in the Southeast US, January is an excellent time to do transplants. So if you have an area of your garden that you're not totally excited by, but you don't want to waste the plants, now is a great time to grab that shovel, dig them up, and of course, transform your bed into something that suits your needs more efficiently. I can't wait to share updates from this project where the poppies and strawberries should in theory be fruiting and flowering at the same time. So I do hope you'll subscribe so that you can stay in the loop. And as always, thanks so much for watching and happy gardening.